Yo, everyone, what's up? This is FSP, and we are back. This is the first FSP in a while. Wow. Between all the gaming showcase season coverage we had, and you know, we had all the FTC versus Microsoft stuff going on, and we had all this other stuff. I had a busy schedule, so we had to cancel a couple shows too. But it's been maybe like a month or since we've actually had a FSP episode. So it's absolutely awesome to be back, but I need to take a quick second here and check on something before we get started too much. I'm just checking my bank account real quick. I got to make sure that the Xbox money cleared real quick before we get going.
It came through in my account.
It did?
Well, the bank's closed today. It's already past like 5 o'clock.
No, I mean, I didn't ever look at it earlier. It's supposed to hit at about 9 a.m. is when I usually get it on Monday mornings.
Yeah.
You know?
Still
I forgot to
pending.
check. It's pending?
Oh, it's pending for you.
Bank holiday tomorrow, so
yeah,
maybe I'll get it on Wednesday. Should we just cancel the show? I mean,
we're not getting paid, right?
I mean, we will like on Wednesday, but you know, we don't like to be late with our, you know, that money. You know, I mean,
yeah, we can't set a precedent that we do this for free, and we can't be fans of
that's
it.
right.
So
I mean, what's the point? You know?
Yeah.
I got to make payments on my Kia Soul. You know?
The Kia Soul? I didn't know you had a Kia Soul.
Yeah, I mean, all that Xbox money. I'm rolling big, bro. You know?
You got a Kia Soul with your Xbox money?
I upgraded from my Xeon XA.
Need that box car for the Xbox. Makes sense.
Yeah. You know, I mean, between all this gaming subscriptions I have to pay for and stuff, we need to get this damn money. You know? Shit. I guess we'll just have to roll with it. You know, it is what it is. We won't get paid till Wednesday. Fuck. Xbox is good. Xbox is great. Game Pass rules.
Fantastic.
Such a value.
Yeah.
Phil,
you know, for the price of the $10.99 now, is going to be you get almost 400 games a month. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the enthusiasm you get when we get paid late, Xbox. It's not the same energy you're used to, is it? Gotta get paid on time.
Yeah. But shouldn't that be our last week's paycheck? Since we're doing it this week, we
get paid the week ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. We get paid in advance. I ain't doing this for free, bro. You think I trust Microsoft? I mean, come on.
Pay your
ridiculous.
People, Microsoft.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to start taking down those posters to show we're serious.
I already lost my Halo Infinite one. Last time they were late, I tore that shit off the wall. You see that blank spot right there?
Yep.
That's what they get. You know, they paid me $5,000 to put that poster up, and I had a 3-month exclusivity agreement on a Halo Infinite space on my wall for my backdrop. You're late on your payments. I'm gonna put a PlayStation poster right there. I'm gonna do it.
One could start like peeling the other one. It's like starts rolling. You're like, I didn't get paid.
I mean, that other one's next. I mean, that shit's gonna go next. You know, like I can't keep shilling for this company if they keep being late with their damn payments. You guys think I'm kidding?
No,
the fuck is this, charity? Xbox? Fuck.
Oh man. Maybe they're just busy, you know. They're doing the ABK case right now. They just, you know.
Yeah, Dr. Carlson or whatever got $1.2 million. Where's my check?
Yeah. Oh fuck. Fuck you, Chief. That one's gone too. That one's gone too.
Things are just gonna start.
Every hour I don't get my money, I'm gonna lose something else Xbox in this fucking room. Okay.
It's gonna have an empty room by the end of the night.
It's gonna be empty by the end of it. Change your colors to blue. You know.
Yeah.
Get a green background too.
Yeah. I guess we'll just roll with it. Hi, everybody. Yes, this is FSP, and we are back. Maybe Psycho got his check. What's up, Psycho? How you doing, bro?
Hello, this is Psychonauts here. How you doing?
Good. Is this a new Psychonauts showing up here? That's amazing.
Yes, it is. I'm not a paid associate of Microsoft at all.
Okay, that's great.
Small disclaimer.
How are you doing, Jasper?
Yeah, pretty good, I guess. Just kind of hanging out, waiting to do something. I don't know, play Diablo tonight. I don't know. Kind of just all we do now is play Diablo.
Pretty much. Pretty much. How are you, 3-bit?
Pretty good. I've been watching my girlfriend play Hogwarts.
Is that why it constantly says Hogwarts Legacy on your name right now? And I keep sending you
I'm not playing.
party invites and I get no response and I get angry and upset.
Yeah, that's not me playing.
Yeah. Next time, tell Izzy to let you know. Okay?
Okay. I'll let her know.
All right. There you go. How you doing, Fuzz?
Doing pretty good. Glad to be here, guys. Man, PlayStation cats are losing it when they got to talk about other people in paid shilling. But hey.
Yeah. It's not that not only are we paid shills, we are also half of us aren't even real, according to ex developer. What's his name? Gums, I think.
Gummies.
Grums or gums?
I
I
don't
thought it
know.
was gummies.
And according to him, that Xbox, like, it's just full of AI bots and stuff like that, and firms, right? It's interesting. I didn't know how many of us are fake. Everyone. I mean, it's amazing. If you're real in the chat, put a 1. If you're a fake AI, can you come from a PR firm? Hit a 2. I'm curious. I would like to know the percentages. If you like Xbox and you're a real person, that would be amazing. I don't believe it. It's not possible. Why do my colors keep changing?
In a lot of chats, I feel like he's one of the bots.
Kate's playing with my lights right now.
They're red.
and Fuzzy's like an antique land right now. Something with his camera is like it's like in the Bronze Age. It's amazing. I love it.
Like a Red Dead.
Yeah.
What is this, Sephoria?
It looks like it does look like a Red Dead Redemption picture. Yeah. That's great. He had to stand there for a while and watch the gunpowder go off on the photograph.
What's going on, man? Is there a party going on?
I don't fucking know, man. This is crazy.
It's changing. Change some colors.
Yeah.
I mean, Jasper's changing too.
Oh my god.
Is Xbox like turn off our electricity bill?
I guess. There's really no gaming news, guys. So I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. I mean, FTC versus Microsoft. We talked about it like 3 days last week, I think, on different shows. And like, there's a lot. I mean, we're waiting on this to go down. Obviously, today was like a filing day for like a lot of stuff for them or something like that. Tomorrow's a holiday. We're anticipating possibly a decision by Friday, but if not, then maybe by like the 12th or something like that. I don't really know, but that's all the talk right now. Still is a lot of it regarding FTC versus Microsoft and what's going to happen. You know, I think the more we sit away from the trial now, and then we've had time to process it, I think the confidence meter is kind of going up a little bit. And I don't know why. It just kind of get that feeling that the charade is about to come to an end.
Well, you kind of get the sense that it's going to go through when we're getting accusations that just regular Xbox fans are paid bots and or they're bots that are Microsoft that put out there to get Xbox really get that brand going. It's the silliest fucking shit that I've seen. And
it's not the first time this has come up too. Like this has happened before,
No.
where people try and say that kind of stuff as well, and it's like interesting. But there was one channel or one person was even trying to target specifically Dirk Griggity from We Bleed Green, saying that Xbox is helping the algorithm to help push the content like through YouTube and stuff like that. It's like crazy conspiracy theory stuff because people just can't believe that people actually like Xbox. I don't understand.
Like, how could you like an Xbox?
Yeah, because one guy said Colt Eastwood is a known paid Xbot.
He's a known paid Xbot.
He's known because he went to FanFest. Iron Lords are paid because they went to FanFest. Randall Thor is a paid, but I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, if you signed up for the FanFest, contest they had to see if you win tickets to go last year, that doesn't mean I was a fucking paid Xbot. I'm still
also
waiting
like
for
you
my
have to pay for
check.
travel and stuff. Unless if you win like the ultimate fan package where they like
paid for.
And I mean, there's still, even if they invite some content creators to go, it doesn't mean that, like they're paid by Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like that whole thing is like, how many companies and stuff like send creators or influencers out for events and stuff like that? You know what I mean? It's like a common thing. I don't understand. It's not like Xbox content creators or Xbox fans' fault that Sony doesn't have anything like that. Like they don't do anything.
Well, they're salty as fuck. That's why.
Yeah, they don't do anything. Like they don't, like the executives hide in their closet while they fucking like charge people more money for every single thing they possibly can. Xbox executives are more out and engaging with the community, and it seems like a lot of PlayStation community members, or if they actually have a community, a lot of PlayStation people out there like don't like it because they don't understand how there is a culture around there of kind of like a community, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what rubs them wrong to begin with.
Yeah.
They used to.
They had a community when the fuck's his name that ran John Layden. He was communicating with the community back in the day. So there was that culture there. And then when Jim Ryan, it just went this cold-hearted, just fucking, we just see you as a fucking numbers and, just buy our game. We don't give a shit. But if you really want to say that people that are influenced or paid by a company, I would say is the ones that are getting game codes for games for
that's just an influencer content creation thing, though.
But they get really high scores and really nothing. Like the game's not perfect, but I'm gonna give it 100 anyways because
but I haven't seen anybody do that either. I mean, like I mean, games media you could look at.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Then
that's what
more
I'm talking about.
Advertising.
And I think that shows
stuff,
like if a content creator does get a game code or something and they mention it, be like, hey, I might be a little biased here because I did receive this from this company. Like, I think that shows to their credit, like they're being upfront with you and not just like trying to hide that shit, be fake,
Yeah.
It's IGN.
It's about the transparency of where you got the code, right? If you're giving a review, and I think most reviewers do that. Like, I just don't understand it.
I
mean,
Sony has had a history of
Sony has.
It's like the He-Man song or whatever.
No, so Sony has had a history of kind of not bullying reviewers, but has like at least if a reviewer site has given a low score to a Sony game, they have been known to
blacklist them,
not give them free copies or not invite them to things, just like small little things like that. So I feel like
Yeah, or like emails that got leaked out there before, like from them that like say like, "Hey, we're not gonna be sending you shit anymore," or whatever. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. 'Cause you
um,
gave us an 80, not 100. We're pissed.
yeah,
yeah.
you know, and it's funny
Didn't
too.
all? It's funny because all of Sony members got paid when they got hacked. They paid them like with game codes. So all the Sony players are paid. You know.
Well, that what's
Just-
interesting.
No,
too,
that's not. No, get him.
What's interesting too is most of the Xbox content creators and community out there will call out Xbox out on their bullshit and criticize, right? But like it doesn't really happen on the other end of the spectrum too much over there with PlayStation.
Yeah.
And like who's
No.
more asking for better and drawing the line instead of holding it
Nintendo.
and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Fuck you, Jasper.
Nintendo, right on. Well, shout out to the chat. Decado hit us with a $2 super chat. It says 3-bit is malfunctioning. Xbox execute order 66.
Beep, beep.
It's just funny, like the conversation that does keep coming up, and you know, I am only disappointed because I made the mistake a long time ago. NFTs were supposed to be the big thing. I told Xbox to cut my checks in NFTs. Send me NFTs. Now they're worthless. I got all these fucking little digital collectibles everywhere, like little dancing Master Chiefs and shit. They were supposed to be worth thousands, worth pennies. Come on, Xbox. I made a mistake.
I think
I'm sorry.
NFTs are coming to Madden this year.
Yeah, I shouldn't have asked for them in Doggy Coin.
I seen you added
Deutsch.
some timestamps, man.
Deutsch.
I did add timestamps. Did you notice my timestamp that said timestamps?
Yeah, I cracked up at that. there was
I
a
told
timestamp
you.
named timestamp. Yeah,
Um,
you're doing good, doing good. But no, to speak to that community thing, because I do think it's an interesting discussion where the Sony side of the community, because I actually had a post, I guess it was yesterday. A certain YouTuber was basically calling out Tim Dog.
yeah, I
And
saw
he
that too. He
was-
was like,
you
this
saw that.
kind of
Where
this
he was
kind
like
of behavior
wishing
like, is
Phil a happy
ridiculous.
4th of July or whatever.
Yeah, basically Tim Dog was like, "Hey Phil, I'm just wondering if there's going to be a Dev Direct," and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm just wondering when that's going to be, or what are you going to have another Dev Direct? Thanks, whatever." And then Phil replied like, "Oh yeah, I really like that format, whatever." And
That kind of
freaking-
behavior is alarming. We cannot allow that. Oh my god. Oh,
I can
somebody
talk
made
to
a
the
tweet
company.
towards an executive. Oh my god, what's going on? We can't allow this kind of
Insane.
thing in these gaming streets. You
And
know?
I'm sorry, that it's Broken Gamers HD. I can't. I'm tired of hiding.
I saw that. I was
people
like, what is he
I'm just
talking
like-
about? This innocent tweet adding
I was like, this tweet. I had to like reread it a couple times because
I saw your comment
this-
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, like because I'm tired of seeing stuff like that where these known like Sony fans get mad for interacting with the community. Like he's just talking with, he's just saying like, "Hey Phil, whatever." It's because it's known within the Xbox community, like how I guess communicative we can be with each other. Like me, Mav, Psycho has had parties with Dealer. You know, we'll play games together. It's known that Tim has played games with Phil on multiple different occasions, right? I just think it's a very different community in that aspect. So it's just weird to the PlayStation community that doesn't have that communication of like, hey Jim Ryan, I'm just wondering, is there gonna be Jack and Daxter? You know, they don't have. There's like several freaking barriers before they get to.
Yeah, Jack and Quackster, we got that new one coming out in a couple of years. That's what you said, right?
it just doesn't exist on that side. So it's seen as alien on the Xbox side, where
Hit that
they
X
go to a
button.
fan fest. Fuzzy, you know, went to the Xbox Fan Fest and got to talk with a lot of our community members, and that's what makes
You
it
paid
different.
bot.
I paid
Yeah.
bot.
You paid bot.
But no, that's just an example. But to me, that's my favorite part of the Xbox community is the fact that we can all sort of like talk with each other and kind of we're all just friends, we're all just gamers at the end of the day. And then to see someone like Phil as a human being, because believe it or not, I know a lot of us here are bots, but Phil and all these other people in the community are human beings. I know that's hard to grasp. Like, wow, Phil plays video games. What?
I think I
Well,
think a thing too is like some people like they see like these creators and stuff and they like think of them as like different than just people in a
yeah.
way. Do you know what I mean? Like because
But it's some creators
anybody
too.
was that?
I'm saying, but the complaint, a lot of the like negative shit's coming from other creators bitching about Xbox creators.
Yeah, which is
Yep.
which is weird too. You know what I mean? Like you would think they would understand that. But if you just
No,
happen to be on a podcast, like occasionally as like a random guest 1 week, does that equate your opinion to the same as like a creator that like runs a lot of stuff? You know what I mean on their channel. You know what I mean? Like I don't know who the person was that commented about Dirt, but it seemed like they had no absolute fucking clue about how content creation works. Period, or anything, right? Like, and that could have been like just a random person they had roll on there. Maybe it was somebody that other people are familiar with. I don't know. I don't
are
know
you
who
talking about that video?
He's the one that sent pics to certain females in the gaming space.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, he was showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Well, there you go.
that was the tech TV guy that was showing penises and harassing women, and but it was not Reforge. It was the.
Why? How come these guys all have these like things in
Crazy
common?
past.
Like
Like, and
like
it's so
this
funny
this
'cause they always
past with
support-
like
Because they're jealous. They're jealous as fuck, dude. I think they're fucking jealous that they don't have that same type of interaction with the Sony community or even Sony developers or anything. Because I don't really see developers outside of answering like, yes, that's going to have 60 frames. Other than that, that's pretty much it. That's the extent. It's not, like Sarah Bond or Phil or Larry Herb and Aaron Greenberg. They were all like, you see everybody within the community, no matter what, if you reach out, they will interact with you. Like I interact with a certain she's in Xbox marketing, and I interact with her all the time. It's nothing. That's.
I think a lot of it comes down to the culture that PlayStation's kind of cultivated over the years, where it's like we're better than you. Like that's just the kind of the attitude you get from PlayStation.
You think it's because like they don't understand how people can like Xbox, and they think that if you like Xbox or you're portraying that you like it, it has to be fake.
It's apparently
Yeah.
like they can't see it, so it must be fake or ingenuous, and they just like, oh, that's it. It's this can't be real. This is all fake, and fuck this shit. And it's just, I think it's just silly as fuck. And
Well, it just plays to a certain level of lack of intelligence and plain ignorance. You know what I mean about like,
Yeah.
especially if there's
I think it's
somebody
just a lack
is
of
do
perspective.
content like. I mean, do they honestly think that Microsoft is sending creators paychecks to have podcasts?
This dude apparently does, and again, all these people have some past. Like the Grums dude has like a shady past too, and it's so weird. Like that, they feel like they just pop out of nowhere with crazy takes, get a bunch of engagement, and then
Well, there's
disappear.
Well, that's, I mean,
three of those people
controversy
you
sells.
said there's controversy. I don't really know too much about it. I know that the Refudge guy has a past the way he's pretty much changed his identity to get away from it, right? The apparently that JTech guy has a similar weird ass past. I don't know about that.
Oh, dude,
You said the
he's fucking
gummy
weird.
guy or whatever has a past, even though he's like an ex-developer. But like I don't know about that. But like,
Yeah, he
does
worked-
that kind of show some of the
Listen.
personality behind some of this kind of stuff? Or like, is it maybe like, hey, I'm an idiot, so I'm gonna come out there and try and put my weird ass shit that I have issues with myself up on other people, and you know what I mean? Like,
It's a sign of mental illness.
right?
Yeah,
And I also
Yeah.
just think it's a lack of perspective. Like they really love PlayStation to the point where they honestly, I think Psycho is someone who just said it. Like they can't see other people liking it as like a fact. Like, why would you like this thing? It doesn't have Xbox has no games. How can you like Game Pass? That doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't you rather pay for your games? You're just renting the game.
Right, like that old argument.
These are
yeah.
literally the topics that are in a lot of these shows.
Yes.
And if you go to a lot of
I'd
PlayStation
rather pay $70
channels,
than 15, please. Yes.
yeah, like why would you? And if you go to PlayStation channels, a lot of their topics are what? Xbox.
Yeah.
A lot of them, like, because it's like it's. So
I mean, what are they going to
weird
talk
to
about?
them. I know it's so alien to them that like people can like it Xbox, so it's interesting to them, I guess, and I think that's why they're like, you can't like Xbox. You have to be a bot. You have to be paid or something, because it's just so weird and alien that you can like an Xbox. It's just like, what? You guys actually talk with the executives? That makes no sense. Like you know, it's just.
Only time I talk to them is, like I said, when my check doesn't clear, I got to make a phone call. Phil Spencer, what's going on? Let's go. I mean, direct line.
It's right here on my shelf. I'll get it out next week.
Yeah.
I know. I sat there. I was asking, like, I think who was it? Was it Colt Eastwood? He posted like, he mentioned something about that Tech TV guy, and I was like, where the fuck is my check? I want to get fucking paid by Microsoft talking about Xbox all day. You know, I was like, we're sitting here, we're just, you know, we're having fun, we're just enjoying it, and you know, and these guys out here freaking saying that most Xbox creators are paid by Microsoft. Like, fuck, where's this money coming from? Like,
If they paid me to talk about Xbox, I would have a video up every single fucking day.
right?
Yeah.
I'll have like
Yeah.
16 videos. Yo, I get paid per video.
Yeah.
Apparently, Sony PlayStation bangers aren't keeping their attention, so they got to find other things to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
When you only got one coming out a year, you know, what else are gonna really?
But
talk
it seemed
about?
like it happened like for multiple creators all at the same time.
I think it's the FTC. Like we talked about this before. I think the FTC versus Microsoft stuff is bringing a lot of like attention and like emotion from some people that just can't stand to see Xbox potentially get this, right? It's like, what the hell is happening in my world where Xbox is going to own Activision Blizzard? Like that's what they're feeling right now, I think, and it's like almost like an attack back.
Yeah,
or
but these
whatever.
same people said that the deal was done 3 months ago, so you know.
Yeah, and don't forget, they're scared because the only thing that is not, the only thing that's going to be not exclusive is Call of Duty. Everything else has not been talked about being other places. So they're like, fuck.
Well,
Now we know that Diablo is going to be, because
I
it's
think of
already
the
out.
big multiplayer
But-
games, you know, we're gonna stay. You know,
Overwatch is going to
multi-plat.
be multi-plat.
Really, you could go down the list, Psycho. All the big games now that Activision Blizzard has, almost every single one of those that's ongoing is going to continue to stay
Except for the new
multi-plat.
stuff that Blizzard's
That's the
Potential.
curious
Yeah.
thing. That's a potential.
Infinity
right?
Even though,
Ward,
like,
Treyarch.
there's
those
that rumor of
games.
like that kind of like Destiny style sci-fi game that Infinity Ward's supposed to be making. Like even that, I would assume would be multiplayer or multiplat because it's a big multiplayer game.
Yeah.
So-
Depends.
Infinity
It just
Ward
depends
is
on-
like, oh, we got to talk about Infinity Ward here. You just brought up something amazing because, like, out of all the Activision, Blizzard studios, right? I would say that, like, for potential, out of like hardcore like development prowess, right? For AAA games, like Infinity Ward is kind of special. You know what I mean? Like. And we already, due to that game that you're talking about, Jasper, that space game that maybe they're making or whatever, it's an RPG, right?
Yeah, RPG like
Yeah.
something maybe looter shooter extraction or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
I
Man's
mean-
Sky too.
That kind of that kind of stuff has a lot of potential. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and we're so used to this Activision that just puts out Call of Duty pretty much, and the other game like Crash Rumble, or like they had
Call of Duty
Tony,
and Crash.
Tony Hawk remaster or remake, whatever.
Yeah.
Things like that. They do it occasionally, but it's Call of Duty every year, Warzone content, all that kind of stuff. we know what Blizzard's all working on. They're a gem, right? But hearing just alone that Infinity Ward is already kicking off another project or whatever and expanding to do it, it's interesting to think about the possibilities actually from the Activision side from those developers, because I would have assumed before this acquisition was announced that Infinity Ward would have been the main one, only just focusing on Call of Duty, right? So now you hear even them potentially making another IP?
I think it's their Austin studio is starting it, so I'm assuming their LA studio would still be doing Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah, and when we were, talking about ABK coming, like I've been saying that, I was saying that possibly when Microsoft acquires them, in about 2 years into it, we'll start seeing studios kind of fracture off into smaller groups and then building up into newer studios, building new projects. But here we are, just close to being finalizing the deal, and we're already hearing these projects already starting, and that's the Xbox effect. Personally,
you think they're already
possibly
maybe starting to get started on that stuff with the anticipation?
Correct.
Right.
Correct, because we would not have heard anything like this if it was still owned by Activision, because all hands on deck was either Call of Duty or a smaller group working on a Tony Hawk remake or Crash 4.
The Infinity Ward stuff, we first got hints of it last year, and I don't think Activision is going to
ABK.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I don't think Activision is going to change their business strategy when it's not a guarantee that Microsoft's going to buy them yet.
Well, if they are certain and they have a small group just starting it, storyboarding it, things like that, they can start working on it. And if it doesn't go through, then they can just put that off to the side.
I think Activision was working this out because they know that Call of Duty eventually it's going to go back to the point where Call of Duty is not enough to sustain the investors, so they need a new big multi-plat microtransaction heavy game. And that's what Infinity Ward was making, is a second game to
try
have
and do
alongside Call of Duty.
Thing. Yeah, possibly like maybe like a competitor to Marathon or whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. It's interesting
to hit those trends.
But like it says like the rumors of like the RPG aspect of it, you know what I mean? Like lends to a different kind of game as well. Like I don't know if this is gonna be just another like extraction shooter or whatever. So I think I can't remember. Pong told me some details about that head leak. Was this a like a story based type thing, or is there not enough information out for it?
It's probably I don't know.
This game, the game that Infinity Ward is working on.
Yeah.
All I
looked it up.
Remember from what Pong has said, I think it was a RPG based game that's.
This is my first time hearing about it.
It's a space RPG that they're working on. I don't know how
we had talked about it like a year ago.
If it's going to be a big.
This is not
multiplayer
the survival.
So this is 10 months ago.
The survival was with Blizzard.
10 months ago in September. The tweet doesn't exist anymore, but it was Infinity Ward is rumored to make an RPG/MMO title, and that was from the Ralph's Valve Twitter dude, who's kind of a known.
Yeah.
And then this got brought back up the other day.
Yeah.
And what was the news the other day again? Was it that they expanded to a second team or something like that? I can't remember exactly what it was. But while you're looking that up, Chris Jones hit us with a $5 super chat. Says the funny thing is the Illuminati thing too. I actually had 3 people a while back follow me that were a part of the Illuminati. They were weird. LOL. Okay.
No, I think the
Xbox Illuminati here. Let's go.
I think the tweet you're talking about was the Infinity Ward is making a game and Treyarch is now making a game, or Treyarch is going to help. It was Treyarch and Infinity Ward either making their own games or they're helping each other. It was one of the two. I don't remember. Pong posted it. But we got so much stuff in our DMs that I just.
I can't. We posted too damn much stuff. I was trying to go back and look at it too, and I feel like fuck this. There's no way.
Yeah. Now, if they had a search function,
they do.
They added
But-
it.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know when.
Then
They've
we
had
might.
it for a while.
Then we'll just have to
I just
put
like
tags
just
in our
recently
posts.
found it or something. Because I was like,
All you do is type in, like, if you remember what you said, just type in like what you said, like the first couple of words, and it'll come up.
Oh, dude, I don't remember what I did said yesterday. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck you. But if we do
trying to
like
find it.
tag new Infinity Ward game, we'll probably start that. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. We got South Africa that actually approved the deals, so that was very cool.
Another one.
Another one.
yeah.
We're waiting on New Zealand, and we're waiting on. There was
Ooh,
one
yeah. Who else
other-
is left? New Zealand
New Zealand.
was did China already approve?
Yeah, China already went through.
Okay.
Oh God. Fourth patent put it out.
I mean,
Did
everybody's
Australia
approved
approve?
it except for the CMA and the FTC, right? And like FTC thing,
I thought there was like
maybe
one other agency that's waiting on the
There was-
FTC's
there
decision.
New
was
Zealand.
three.
New Zealand.
yeah.
Oh, that was okay. Because they're pretty close in hand. I've heard with FTC decisions or CMA decisions or something.
Yeah, I think they're waiting on this. What happens with the CMA thing, and we'll see what happens there. Some of them just wait to see how it all plays out, right? But there was another approval.
Turkey is the other.
The Turkey blocked it.
No. That they're waiting up for Turkey.
Oh, okay. They're waiting for Turkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there were three. I'm trying to find where the fuck's.
Well, Canada
It's-
was
again,
another one that
Foss-
hopped
So,
on the CMA.
I found it.
bandwagon.
There were
It was
two.
a Idle Sloth tweet. Infinity Ward opened a new studio in Barcelona. Shows their commitment to invest in Europe after the EC approval merger. Also, Infinity Ward seems to be working on an open world RPG at their some place in Poland-based studio, and it's from an IGN article.
Okay. So Infinity Ward got another studio now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Interesting.
but I know for sure that sci-fi game was in their, I think their Austin studio.
But and then IGN says something about Poland.
Yeah, that they're making something in Poland.
So there's like 3 different games.
Unless if
Or-
it's just them assisting on sharing game
right.
dev between
Poland and Austin could be working
Yeah.
on the same game, right? Which I mean, all of Infinity Ward probably works on Call of Duty as well. I mean, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be. I'm curious what it's gonna be, man. Like, it's time for these studios
thing
to
is,
stop
like-
just milking one franchises.
The thing is, RPG has lost all meaning nowadays. It's everything's called a fucking RPG, so I'm just like,
Yeah, that's true.
Well, and RPG I think is just the leveling up aspect. And so now it kind of like it's so vague. It's not your traditional RPG. So now if you talk about RPGs, you gotta mention traditional RPG, and it's kind of lame. How they
I mean, it's
went
cool
away from
coming
that.
from that studio because we know Infinity Ward is very talented and capable. So, and you don't typically hear that coming out of that studio.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
Now,
that excites me. This is my first time hearing about it, so I didn't know.
The thing is,
I
like,
knew about
these-
the Blizzard game, but
like Infinity Ward used to make Call of Duty, and then Treyarch kind of would step in, but in between Treyarch would also make like random games. They made Spider-Man games and all kinds of stuff. So like these
Yeah.
studios have made other genres and other types of games before. It's just
Mm-hmm.
they've all been focused now to do one
Yeah.
thing.
I mean,
I wonder
other
if-
studios too, like High Moon and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
which
just
is something I'm excited about with the Xbox acquisition because they, instead of all these studios doing one game, I mean, you've said that PlayStation is going to get COD, so you're like, okay, next Call of Duty, maybe all those studios could just work in that game, and then after that, they could start branching out to what they were kind of doing before.
And we know how Microsoft likes to support games, so maybe COD's dev cycles, instead of being every year, switches to every 3 years or something like that, and give
that's what I'm
time.
thinking
Yeah.
could happen, which I could see some people getting angry about, but
Yeah.
I to me it like just to have all these different studios working on one game, and they're capable of like games like that we used to have in the past, like Prototype and all these other awesome IP. I don't know. I would rather that than Call of Duty, but
Fuzzy, what's the one Activision a game you want them to see them make and bring back?
True Crimes. And I don't know if that would also include the one for China. What was that? Sleeping Dogs. I don't know if they still have anything to do with that, but I would like to see a True Crimes game made so that way.
True Crime and Sleeping Dogs technically is a sequel to
Yeah, but I
Sleeping
thought
Dogs, but then like Sleeping Dogs is owned by Square Enix, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
but True Crimes nonetheless, because then at least you have a GTA competitor, and maybe that will force Rockstar to get on the ball and make things more frequently as opposed to once every 10 years. But that definitely comes up or comes to mind. I think Blur was another one that was an Activision game.
The racing game?
Yeah. Any more racing games would be an added bonus at this point. But I would definitely like to see something along those lines. But yeah, True Crimes is the first one that comes to mind for me.
Does Activision have any other racing games that they did in the past, like that they own the rights to? Like, yeah, Blur was fun. Like, I really liked Blur. It was.
They probably have some NES bullshit, but
yeah, I'm trying to think back. I mean, like they have like Crash Team Racing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They did Harley Davidson race to.
Xbox has already got Forza though, so like if it's anything that like if it was like a game like Blur that fits because they don't have something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's of course you would say. But who made it? Who made Onrush? Was that Ubisoft?
No, that was the ones that got bought out by
Codemasters. That's Codemasters.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah, that's right.
I just looked at our thumbnail, dude.
Yeah.
I like that.
Did Kate make our thumbnail?
Yeah, she had fun with it today.
We're in little robot suits.
Yeah. I like 3 bits like Fable looks so real.
Yeah, you're holding the Xbox. Psycho.
Yes, I like how you're holding the check.
Yeah,
and Jasper's just floating, going, actually. That's great.
Kate always goes with the thumbnails.
Oh, she's fantastic. Wait, maybe Xbox should pay her to do some of the advertisements.
Did you notice Fuzzy saying Forza is greater than Gran Turismo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's
I didn't catch this. Is that a quote?
It's
the Fuzzy.
Would
you like to put that on the record?
It's a true statement.
Oh yeah, it's a true statement.
Okay.
How much did Xbox pay you to say that?
I've been hearing lately that Forza is trash. Yeah, how much did they pay you?
You mean you don't like the new Barbie expansion?
No, now when it comes to Forza, for the most part, as an overall racing game, I prefer it. Now, for GT7 has some nice stuff to it, but they have more problems than I guess a little bit than when it comes to grinding for stuff. It's more like you're simulating work for racing as opposed to actually enjoying racing kind of thing. And Forza has always been about enjoying the racing, and it looks like they're going to do that same deal when it comes to motorsport. So
yeah.
And no, I did not receive payment for those comments or anything like that.
Maybe they can like buy you a copy of Bleeding Edge or something like that. And that's probably what that's worth, right? Bleeding Edge, in-game currency for Bleeding Edge. Just start paying us all with that. It'd be great. It'd go a long way.
I know for Rise they made all their currency free, so you can just like buy multiple of the $100 packs over because it's just free in the store now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's interesting. You just go in and just like buy the currency for free.
Yeah.
Oh,
weird.
So I got like 10 of the $100 bundles that would like. So I got like $1,000 worth of fucking Rise Son of Rome currency. That's just.
What do you do with it? What do you do with it?
I think you like buy potions or some shit for the multiplayer. I don't know.
Is the multiplayer still working? It should be. It's Xbox One.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a little story. I went to Best Buy today, and so I was walking towards the gaming aisles, of course, and I noticed that Xbox is on the side where you see it first, and they have the displays of the consoles right there, and they're stacked with Series X and Series S, and then you look, and Xbox was full with like all the games were there and cards, and then you look over at the PlayStation side, and then they have like it was like bare. It was
Really?
kinda
Usually
weird.
it's the opposite.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
if they have some new deal with Best Buy or something. Either that or it's only
Something.
full because nobody's buying the Xbox shit and everybody's buying the
'Cause
PlayStation.
Well-
Xbox they have
well-
a deal with GameStop, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Xbox put their games at the front of the store now, instead of being in the back, and now PlayStation's in the back.
Interesting. Shout out to Hitman. Welcome to the Speculators, dude. Thanks for joining the channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody here watching as well. If you do like the content here, hit the like button, share it out, notification bells, sub to the channel, all that cool
Evening out.
stuff.
58 likes, 132 people. Hit that like button.
Yeah, it helps. It helps our
1,000 likes,
algorithm.
come on.
It helps Xbox help our algorithm because we only have growth. Like Dirt's channel apparently only has growth because Xbox is pushing it. So that's a shout out to Xbox for pushing us and helping us grow.
Oh,
Yeah, yo, and there's
Oh.
10 gifteds from Hitman. Bringing the gifteds
Nice.
as well, dude. I appreciate that, and congrats to anybody who gets one. You rock.
Wow, Hitman, you're awesome.
So let's see. What? Anything else? Oh, there was the FTC's getting 2 new members soon.
thanks.
Right?
Cycles wasn't a member.
Hey,
Yeah!
go, Psycho. Nice.
I'm poor.
I
I don't get that Xbox check.
Oh, shit. I'll talk to Phil. I'll talk to Phil about
All right.
that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. FTC has 2 potential new members soon, and from the Republican side and stuff. So, but people were saying that might help the FTC potentially move on from this argument after they lose this case.
Isn't it still a 3-5 though?
Yeah, but so that would only need 1 vote from the Democrats at that point, and maybe
my
there would be a
God.
little bit more
They're
sway.
not-
get another
I
10.
doubt it.
Another 10 gifteds. Wow.
Jesus.
Hitman going off right now in the chat. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
Hitman.
Everybody enjoy those emojis. I need to have Kate replace the Redfall one. It's a little outdated. now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time. It's
Oh,
time.
Steel.
Time to move on.
Oh, Kate's a member now. Your wife.
Let's go. I'm sure Kate
Okay.
appreciates that.
That's so funny. Kate makes
Now-
all the. She didn't get to see her work.
Now she
Okay.
can use her own emojis.
Yeah, she can use her emojis now.
Oh, fuck.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to
Thank-
see what happens.
Yeah,
now.
Hitman is Phil Spencer.
Hitman is Phil
Thanks, Phil.
Spencer.
Oh, yeah, that's where you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
Phil.
You
And Hitman is a sign that he's going to buy
Check's coming through.
IO Interactive next, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
IO Interactive
Check's
is on the
finally coming
list.
through, y'all.
Yeah. I tried to sell Fun Speculation to Xbox. They weren't interested.
No.
Told me no.
You didn't make the top 100 list of potential buyers. Yeah.
No. We were 101.
They're gonna buy RDX instead.
Yeah. RDX, Xbox 2. They're going to buy
Weebly Green.
yeah, We Bleed Green. They're going to buy Go Live, XNC.
XNC.
Yeah. They got deals with all those guys. We're just left in the dust.
Yeah, they tried to do that with Mixer. They got like Ninja and some other people, and they just said, fuck that. Went out.
That's where they actually paid a creator. It was made public, right? Now, hey, 20 gifteds now? Damn,
Holy
damn,
shit.
Hitman. It's going
We have
off.
enough people in the
Hey.
chat.
That's 40. He just
Yeah,
gifted
we got
40
enough.
memberships.
Yeah, that's 40 memberships gifted from Hitman. Holy
Wow.
hell. Yo, I appreciate that, man. That's greatly helped.
That's awesome.
You guys have no idea how much that stuff helps. And again, support's never expected, always appreciated. I only expect it from Xbox. You guys rock. But let's see. What else were we gonna get into here? There's fucking no gaming
I mean,
news.
No
there really
game.
is.
We're
I-
all just waiting
We-
for the thing on Thursday. I mean, Oh, well, we don't know if it's Thursday, but
What do you know?
The
Why
judge
is it Thursday,
reported-
3-bit?
I don't know,
Well,
it's
because they
Thursday-
said
On a
July
Friday.
5th. They
Oh.
said
Yeah.
July 5th was.
Isn't that Wednesday?
Thursday or Friday.
That's Wednesday. Wednesday is the soonest that we'll hear something up until the 12th.
Right.
Well, 12th is when it goes, the stuff that is redacted, and they'll put whatever they can public on the 12th. That's what that is all. So the 5th is the earliest. So Wednesday we could hear. And the judge did say that that she wants to get this through as quickly as possible, but also with the right judgment call, because her name is on this and she does not want to make the wrong call. So she's going to just go either today. She really jam-packed it so she can have a 4th of July, and then give the say something on the 5th, or she'll
She also said she would seal her decision. So she could announce it and put it under seal, and then Microsoft and then the FTC would know about it, and they could make their decisions
Correct.
based off that before we would know
correct.
anything.
And then
Right.
I think what FTC has 4 or 5 days to make a not a rebuttal, but
Appeal.
An appeal. But even then, I don't think the Xbox can still close. So they can appeal it if they want, but a judge will then, someone has to be like, okay, I'll take this. So they'll have to find someone that's really, 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 really crooked.
Yeah.
They try to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're out there.
I like
So-
this comment from Tony Hormiga. It says, "Thanks Microsoft for sending me a stimulus check in the mail for being a fan." I miss stimulus checks. Do you guys miss stimulus checks?
I
Yeah,
never
pretty
got
nice.
them.
They were
Oh, yeah.
nice.
I never got mine.
Oh, you didn't get
Aw.
yours. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed out on
Yeah.
that, Psycho.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Others got it. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Well,
But,
Fuzzy is all of a sudden in color. What's happening?
Moving in.
He's
in the
moving
future.
forward.
Xbox.
You got a new camera.
Xbox paid the bills.
He's
Yeah.
using the
Okay,
dial of
though.
destiny and traveling through time. I did see Indiana Jones.
I
Guys.
think you just spoiled that too.
Look what.
What? No, it's what are you talking about?
I mean,
What's
it's
the name
pretty
of the-
obvious from the trailers that I got that, but I think that's still a spoiler. if you
No,
didn't get
it's
that
not
from the
what
trailers.
it's just called the dial of destiny. It's inferred. I don't know what
That's
happens.
the name of the movie, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did see Indiana Jones the other day.
How was it?
It was pretty good. It was an Indiana Jones movie,
Was it
Better-
exclusive?
which is better than
Better-
Crystal Skull.
Okay, good. That
Yeah.
that was like my one thing. Like Chris, again, like I think I mentioned this on Xbox Ultimate a little bit. Crystal Skull was okay, but to me, it wasn't that traditional.
Yeah, there wasn't enough
Indiana
Shia LaBeouf
Jones.
in that movie.
See,
my
people,
God.
when I rewatched that movie, I feel like people were just hating on it. I don't think it was that bad. He was
Well,
swinging with some monkeys. And
Okay,
It wasn't. It
You-
wasn't too.
you're
Yeah.
younger. You're younger, so it appealed to you. But
It did. It didn't appeal. I just like. Thought it was like,
You know,
it was
the
okay.
first Indiana Jones movie came out in 1981.
Yes, I was 1 year old.
3-Bit and Jasper were not even born
Yeah,
yet.
I was just a thought in the universe.
I
somewhere.
wasn't even born yet. I was born in 83.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's over 40 years old. To
Yep.
think that Harrison Ford is still playing that character is fucking insane to me.
think
42
it's the
years
last-
later.
How
Yeah.
did the young sections look when like they de-aged them? Looked okay.
No, I mean they did what they could. You know, it wasn't as
Yeah.
bad
You
as
mean they
Henry.
have the guy? What do you mean they?
It was better than Henry Cavill's lips and the Man of Steel. You know, it wasn't like
That's
that
not
bad.
saying that. That's
Is
Or
it
in
hold
Justice
on?
League, I mean. But
bad.
On the scale, did it look as like the Luke Skywalker de-aging scene in Mandalorian season 2?
a little bit. You remember Robert Downey Jr. in the Iron Man movie where he had his
Yes.
old-
That
younger
looked
self.
Really good.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was also kind of further away. There's a lot of close-ups on Indiana Jones. So what I'm saying is, you could tell, right? And it was obvious. Now it was impressive that what they can do, but it's also looks like it.
How do you
It doesn't
mess that
pass
up
the
when the guy is
100% real
there?
test because it's a different like face. Like it's like you're putting a fake face on a real face and using the.
Well, then I'll have to go. I think tomorrow.
Yeah.
But like, and regardless, like that's only a small part of the movie, right? And that whole scene where all of that's taking place was still great and worth watching. And ultimately, I feel like this felt like an Indiana Jones movie. Like it epitomized an Indiana Jones movie.
I want to talk about that, but it might be a little spoiler, so I'll just save it till after the show.
Yeah, did you see it, Jasper?
I haven't seen it yet, but there's a certain, like, I thought a lot of people didn't like Crystal Skull because it had alien shit in it. And if there's this certain mechanic in this movie, it's like, that's even more out there than aliens, I feel like. So
yeah, but like Raiders of the Lost Ark had like crazy spirit ghosts coming out of the Ark of the Covenant, right? And then you had Temple of Doom. He literally reaches into the fucking guy's chest and pulls out a beating heart, and the guy's still like, screaming and stuff. So I mean, like this stuff, it always goes in the supernatural. The Last
like
Crusade, he walks across an invisible bridge, right? I mean,
I think it was a combination.
Pass.
I think it was the combination of Shia LaBeouf kind of taking more of the mantle, and the alien aspect. Like, how was it related? Like, how did the movie kind of like entwine with that aspect? Like Raiders of the Lost Ark. He started looking. He was looking for the
Ark of the Covenant
idol. Well, he got an idol
at the beginning, yeah.
And then the guy that stole it, he's now entied with the Nazis, and that's how it like entied of what they were doing, and that's how the movie was going. So there wasn't like they kind of like put it together. It was just kind of like thrown, like, let's mix it all up and here's the movie. So it wasn't like a good portrayal of how the arc went through that in that movie, because it was just like, here's Shia LaBeouf, he gets in fights, and now you're in a refrigerator at the nuclear site, and so it's just like, where's this movie going? I think that's what.
Supposedly, it's like not doing. I was listening to X and C earlier, and I never looked at the box office numbers for it or whatever. But Colt had kind of talked a little bit about it, and he said that, like, I guess it wasn't doing that great at the box office. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe that's not what they were talking about. They were talking
John
about
Williams' last movie. I want to see it because of that. Also, that's another.
Oh, it is. That's his last movie.
Yeah, that's his last composed movie.
Oh, that's his last score. Damn.
Yep.
So I guess he won't be doing the music for the game. Confirmed.
Well, they could just license the music out again.
Just use the old music, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to come up with a different theme song for the game. That'd be lame as fuck.
They probably will.
They can't. Really?
They'll redo it. They'll still have like the indie notes, but they'll add like random parts, like they did for like Halo when 343 took over. Like,
no, that's
they'll
fine.
just have someone else.
As long as it
like,
has the dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun. Now, if we get if we get the game and it's like, yo, I'm Indiana Jones, boom, 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 Indiana Jones,
out here exploring in Tipples.
Yo, let's go explore some places and get some relics. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah, no, that would be lame.
Yeah, that would be lame. But did they say that Indiana Jones was a genre something, or was that Perfect Dark? They said something about like Indiana Jones being a genre.
It's a genre. You know, Indiana Jones is going to be the game's going to be a genre. It's going to fit into some field of genre. That's confirmed 3-bit.
But is it going to be like first person and third person, or is it going to be like
Starfield is? You know what? They did mention something.
That's about. I'm trying to remember
that. I think.
Yeah.
But
someone in chat help me out. I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
I think that Todd say it in an interview or something.
Yeah, someone said it was like a genres mashup or something like that.
First person with some third. That kind of thanks, Ben Millard. That kind of goes. Remember what we're talking about with Indiana Jones? What we could think of the game when I was like, it would be more like set piece style game where it's like, you know, you're in first person for a lot of it. Or like maybe you get into a vehicle and you have
come
this
up over it
scene or whatever,
or something. And
yeah, like
that
that
would
would
the third person.
make a lot more sense for that game, especially being developed by Machine Games, right? I don't know what to
I
expect.
was hoping it was third, but Machine Games is really good at doing first person, so I get it.
When do we think it's coming
so-
out? 2025? Fuzz? 2025, 2024, 2026, 2028?
It'd be nice if it comes out 2025, but I don't know. I'm thinking, when did they originally sign that contract? What, 2019?
I think so. Before the Xbox
Bethesda-
acquisition, because they confirmed they had to go back and change the contract, right?
2018 maybe. 20.
It's got to be 2018, 2019, probably.
Yeah.
So hopefully by late 2024, maybe early 2025, we get
There's
to see something.
rumors of a TV show, so I wonder if they try to get it alongside that. But I'm assuming the TV show will probably get delayed till 25, and then the game will come out from there.
Oh, we're still talking about the Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the movie grossed globally 140 million, and out of that 140 million, 60 domestically.
Okay.
So
I
it's
think
not too bad.
Okay, right? That's
yeah, I have
decent.
no idea.
It's-
what the
it's-
exact
it's
names
okay
are.
It's
for-
probably
What did they
100 million for
cost?
Harrison Ford to even like act. So,
Right. Well, how much?
Well,
do
it
you think
was
that plane-
300.
How much do you think
It
that
was
plane
300
crash
million.
cost him? Like with setbacks?
Oh,
you gotta fucking buy all the insurance when you put Harrison
No,
Ford.
I
on
mean,
set.
I'm not a plane crash. When he got injured, remember he got injured on set or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like anytime he's injured, he's like crashes a plane or something. So I just put two and two together.
I think one of them, it was like the Millennium Falcon, like the ramp dropped on his foot or some
It
shit.
made
Like,
Really?
more than the Flash.
Yeah.
From what?
Oh, wait, did it?
From what
No,
in
it didn't.
Star Wars?
Yeah, I think it was like he's something with like the ramp on the Millennium Falcon, like he tore up
The
his
Indiana
foot or something
Jones
like
has
that.
been filming for that long.
I don't know.
I mean, when did the last Star Wars movie come out that he was in? That was he was in the second one, right?
Maybe that was one of the other times he got hurt. That I'm thinking. I don't know.
I think no. I
Did
think
he
he was
Crash
he was
the
a
Millennium Falcon this time instead of a plane.
No, I think he was like a memory in the what is it? The Rise of Skywalker, or where the fuck her name was?
Yeah,
Or-
he was in the last one. He was in the first one or the second one. I can't remember. You know,
Did he get hurt?
No, he was in the third one.
was he in the third
He was
one? Is
in the
that the
third-
one where the thing?
But it was a
happened that I can't
flashback.
talk
But
about?
he was a flashback in the
okay.
third one.
But did he
So-
get hurt at Indiana Jones set though? Because I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got
hurt in
he,
Indiana.
he got it hurt in a plane
On
crash.
Star Wars, didn't he? Oh wait, no, that was. Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Chris Jones with $5 super chat said a lady from work bought him a 75-inch TV with her stimulus check. Damn, Chris, what you doing with the ladies at work?
Taking their stimulus checks.
Hey, you get your stimulus check yet?
Chris, we told you not to go to the retirement homes like that, bro.
Oh God. Hitman hit us with a $5 super chat. Says, can't wait for that Blade Runner game. I need more literally me edits. Yeah, that Blade Runner game looks pretty sick. And that's the Annapurna's first like in-house developed game too. Like they're going big with that thing. I think it's gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah, in the Gollum studio, they just shut down.
Oh
But-
yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense.
that game was
Yeah.
so bad.
I would say I hope you all
Yeah.
find jobs, but no disrespect. I just don't want y'all ruining any of the other fucking games.
Well, I don't know if that was them or the publisher's fault that like
Yeah, I
pushing
know.
out.
They had a lot
I'm
of
sure there's a lot
time.
of talent there that somehow it just didn't pan out to
But
make it.
where they literally had so much time.
Didn't
for
that game get like a 1 or something like that? Like a 1 point something? I can't.
and it deserves so. How dare you ruin Gollum?
Did you say
How
you
dare
were the
you
one?
make a
Were you
Gollum
the one
game?
that was excited for that game?
Yes.
3-bit.
I was very excited for that game. I was probably
we
the
tried to
only
tell
panel
you.
member. But like I had hope.
Yeah, I
And
also tried to tell you about Crossfire X. Remember that? We're like 3-bit. Don't be excited for it.
Okay,
Man.
but that
And-
one was like it's Remedy. How can Remedy mess up?
No,
it was the campaign.
It's Remedy only did that campaign
But-
part.
Which is the part I played. I didn't even play the multiplayer.
Yeah, but they still got to work with the shit that was handed to them on a platter to work with, right? Like, here, Remedy, can you turn this into something decent? Yeah, you can sculpt a pile of shit into something, but it's still made out of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
But how would you know? Because like with Remedy, right? They're just known for making really cool story campaigns and having a really cool physics system. So I was like, oh, that's like a match made in heaven, like a first person action game that Remedy makes. Like, oh, that sounds like something I would love to play. And then I played it, and I did enjoy parts of it, but it wasn't like
I think you were too focused
amazing.
on that Remedy name just a little bit.
I really was.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
why they marketed it that way. To
Now
get
with Gollum, this
to
was
get
I was the
fools like
only-
you to play and buy that campaign.
Yeah, they
That's
got
what
me.
it is.
I mean, it was on
Multiplayer
Game
was fun.
Pass. You know, I wasn't hurt.
It's not the
too hurt
worst
by it.
thing ever. And the campaign was like what, $10, $20, something like that.
Oh wait, did I buy it?
You had
Yeah,
to
you had to
buy.
buy the
You had to buy
campaign.
the campaign.
Oh shoot,
Which
I did buy it.
It was supposed to be in Game Pass, but it didn't end up being in Game Pass.
The first-
weird.
The first campaign was in Game Pass. The second one you had to buy.
Right. Yeah. We found out
But there was
later.
a
it
there was a
segmented.
deal. There was like an error, like when it first launched. It was like making people buy it.
Yeah.
When it
Why
wasn't.
didn't you guys warn me?
You tried to. I probably on this show actually. I think we tried to warn you. Chris
That'll
Jones
change.
with the $2 as
Wait.
well says Star Wars Episode 1 through 6 after watching 8.8 out of 10. That's high praise, Chris. Great series. Yeah, Star Wars, awesome. Glad you finally watched it, man. Cyber
wait,
Gunter
what?
says, "Sup gamers, I got my Xbox paycheck. What can I buy you?" 6 months of Game Pass. Let's go.
Can we
should
go
be
up this
a
Gift
month?
that keeps on giving. Yeah, it's gonna go up. Yeah.
I don't like his rating. The 8.8. Why not just give it a 9? Why? What's the point of the 0.8?
It's a rookie score, man. You gotta give it.
I
You
mean,
gotta give the decimals.
I mean, think about it. Just you got like
Can't
Star
give round
Wars 3,
numbers.
Episode 3, which was amazing, right? With the whole fall.
Episode 2, which was pretty
Episode
shitty,
2.
except the end.
Yeah, 2, had Darth Maul though. It saved it. at the
That
end.
was 1. So you don't know the movie.
No, oh, sorry, that is 1. 2, Clone Wars, which was like
It had. It was
Yeah,
like
it
half
had-
good. Like the Kenobi stuff on Camino was good, and then the Coliseum stuff on Geonosis was good. Other than that, the entire movie was
Yeah.
worthless.
But then 4, 5, and 6 are like classics, so that should
Yeah.
bring it up to at least a 9. But that's just me. That's just me. Chris said he didn't care for Anakin. That's why. What was wrong with Anakin? What did he do to you?
He was whiny.
He's a little whiny.
I guess he was.
You
I'm trying to play
made
devil's
her
advocate,
betray
but-
me.
You brought her here to kill me. You turned her against me.
That's a really good impression. Oh my god,
Oh,
that's too good. That's too good, Jasper. You kind of look like him too, a little bit.
Go!
Oh man.
I killed them all, not just the women, but the children.
Not the children. The younglings.
Oh my god,
What have I done?
that's a little
Yeah,
too passionate.
I mean now
there.
that Jasper is replaying it, I guess 8.8. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But just the
So
first-
Jasper's acting brought it down 0.2 points for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta remember what's
Just
in the
because
movie. Yeah.
he's giving me like the montage moments. I was like, oh yeah, I did. Yeah, you're right.
Jasper could probably recite every line from every Star Trek movie as well.
I'm actually probably better at the Star Wars movies. The Star Trek
Really?
movies are kind of
Okay.
Yeah, there's too many like really smart things in Star Trek where like the relay sensors are down.
Well, no.
and
See,
stuff
the
like
thing is, Star Wars is meme worthy. So like every fucking part of Star Wars, the prequels at least, is a meme. So once you do all the memes, you know the entire movie.
That's true.
That
There's
is-
like
that
I
is
hate
true.
sand. Yeah, there's a lot of moments in Star Wars.
So did
That's-
you
that's
just
true.
like dog on Star Trek by saying it's not meme worthy?
Well, it's just like not as good movies wise. Like
But they didn't have much of a budget compared to freaking Star Wars. Star Wars had like a lot of money compared to Star Trek. But anyways, as I was saying about Gollum, okay, because this is important.
Yeah, this is a gaming podcast. Sorry, yeah.
I had hope for Gollum. Okay, and I know the gameplay that they showed was awful. Right, I was keeping that out of my brain. I was like, you know what, Gollum would be an interesting game.
What a stupid ass fucking character to make a game off of.
I know.
Like, it's this little annoying bitch of a creature walking around. Yo, where's my ring? Shut the fuck up, Gollum. Like, yeah, okay.
It would have been a lot better if they just made a Hobbit game where you walk for like 4 hours to the fucking mountain. Like that would have been such a better game than Gollum.
You do a crazy impression of Gollum, though.
Thank you. But like, it had interesting mechanics. It had this one mechanic where like you can talk to your other self for like decisions in the game. Wait,
did you play it?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I did play it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and it was terrible.
Did you pay full price for it?
Yeah.
Did you get a refund for it?
No.
You could probably still get a refund for it.
Is it too late?
I don't know.
It depends on how many hours you put in.
I got it around like lunchtime.
Why don't you go talk to the development team and ask them for a refund? Oh wait, never mind. They're gone.
Oh yeah, you may not be able to refund. They probably sold off everything.
Yeah, I guess they're not a team anymore.
Imagine making
games that like...
Imagine making a game so bad that the publisher just gets rid of, just doesn't even like try and sell you. They just shut your ass down just to make sure that your team can never fucking make a game again. Like this game is so bad. We're not even gonna try and like save you or anything. We just want to make sure it is never possible for this group of people to ever collectively attempt at making another video game, because it is that bad. It's just not gonna ever work. Whatever. Like, just never again. It can't happen. You're all fired. Just close up shop. We just wasted hundreds of millions of dollars. We got this Lord of the Rings IP. We just fucking wasted it.
Well, I mean, they paid for the IP. They paid for Gollum, so that's probably like $5. Like,
no, but they were going to make another Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah.
Oh.
After Gollum, they announced that they were going to make another one. Like, how did they get the license? Like this game was off. Like it was bad.
As bad as like buried in the landfill next to ET? Kind of bad.
It was bad. Like, how do you release this game? Like, I would never disrespect anyone like that. Like, I felt disrespected playing that game.
The good thing it was a digital release as well, so there's less trash. There's less harm on the environment.
Oh, was it Embracer?
We don't have to make a landfill with ET.
Well, Embracer owns the Lord of the Rings IP.
Yeah.
So what the heck?
But they may have
Embracer.
Well, they may have got the Lord of the Rings IP license before Embracer bought them, because Embracer bought them pretty recently. Like, wasn't last.
Yeah, this game has been in development for well before Embracer Group owned that license. Chris Jones hit us with $5. Says the Gollum I played at PAX East was good. I don't know what released. You got the Smeagol version.
You played a different game.
You played Smeagol.
Yeah. Like there was cool aspects to it. Like you had Smeagol and whatever that you can essentially talk with yourself, like and you can make an evil decision or bad decision. And that part was like the coolest part to the game, because you're like, oh,
did you say at the end?
No, just like during the game.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You can make decisions.
It sounds like you've played a lot of this game.
Yeah,
play like an hour.
Okay. The only thing I've seen from it is like there was some shitty wall climbing mechanics, and you can save a beetle at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. It's just.
Aren't you supposed to escape or something? But you don't really escape. You just get to a different level of the dungeon.
You're always escaping.
Yeah, you're just it's like a stealth game, so you're constantly just getting in situations where you have to hide from people and stuff. You can never really approach anything, so you basically like you can't like start beating up people. You basically just get caught and you have to
Yeah,
start.
I mean, you're Gollum. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're Gollum. So
So here's an interesting thing I saw today. Changing topics off this dumbass game that nobody cares about. So a former Rare dev today said that there's not an audience for a new Banjo Kazooie. Do we think that's true? The hopes and dreams of this Xbox community, hoping that one day Banjo could come back. They're saying there's no audience for it. What do y'all? What do y'all
I
think about
agree.
that?
I think the truth hurts. I think there's a lot of people that grew up with it like me that love it, but I think now that a lot of us that did grow up with it probably wouldn't play it because we're older now, and it's like a kid's
But
game.
I disagree. I'll be the devil's advocate. in
And
this
it's also
situation.
never like as big as like a Mario, so like you're already going to sell it to what, like 5,000 people?
What if you released like a Banjo 3E on the Switch, right? I mean, as a, like, don't make it exclusive. What if you also put it on the Switch?
The way to see if there's a market for Banjo is to look at ukulele. They did get a second one, but because the entire like a lot of the original Banjo team went and made their own studio and made ukulele.
Yeah, I played a little bit of ukulele. It wasn't very good though. It wasn't as good as
Yeah,
Banjo. You
but
know what I mean? Like,
that's where the market went to. And if you didn't like ukulele, you're probably not going to like the new Banjo.
But my whole thing is
but it
like,
wasn't as good of a game either, though, right? Like, so it's like saying, well, if you don't like the shitty shooter or that's just average, doesn't mean you're gonna like Call of Duty or Halo or you know what I mean, or
But
Battlefield.
ukulele was just Banjo, but evolved for
but it
what
wasn't
it
as
is.
good. I played it. It just wasn't as good.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
like I think that like if you go back and play the older Banjos, it's better than ukulele. Still, they hold up better than the newer game that was put
the
out.
camera's kind of shit, but
Yeah, that is. But this
Yeah,
game's
camera
still
was pretty
better and
bad
more
in those.
fun. You can have fun with it. Like, even Nuts and Bolts is better than ukulele, and people
I
dog
like
on.
Nuts and Bolts, but I know a lot of people hated that.
Yeah. And shout out to Hitman with a $2 sticker. Appreciate that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think
don't
there's an
know.
audience. I disagree with that.
I think there's an audience.
This was a composer. Like, I don't know how big of an audience, right? But it doesn't have to be a massive audience, you know, to make a game like Banjo.
I would look more towards IPs like but in terms of potential, maybe like a Crash or a Spyro. Like if you keep making the game and just reminding people of the IP power, then yeah, I think it has potential.
But all those IPs were more like prevalent than Banjo, though. Like Crash was always more popular. Spyro was always more popular. Like
Was Crash more popular than Banjo?
Yeah, for sure.
I
Crash.
think so.
Yeah. Okay.
But who's in Smash Bros? I don't see Spyro in Smash Bros.
That's because it's an Activision property now, and they don't share their stuff.
That's true. That's true. I was just trying to make a case. But no, I think like in terms of IP, this is the thing I kind of complained about with Xbox. They have so many IP that I feel like they should utilize. Nintendo utilizes the heck out of their, at least Mario, right? Not all their IP. I feel like some they definitely are keeping on the back burner, but they definitely remind people that like here's Mario golfing, here's Mario playing tennis, here's Mario in a cart.
But that's why the market for Banjo isn't here, because we haven't had that in 15, 20 years.
What if we start, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, then it's gonna take fucking 3 games to get that market up. So it's like,
yeah, I do agree. I think it will take maybe multiple games, but I think there's something there.
I mean, there's a market for good platformers.
What do you say, Fuzzy?
Yeah. No, I was going to say it would fit in like a Game Pass model. Like perfect example, Battletoads. They did I won't say it was a quick game, but it was like something that was probably made in like a 3-year period or less, let's say. fully animated.
Small
Yeah,
team
smaller
too.
stuff.
Yeah, indie team.
Yeah, I think you
Smaller
could
dev.
probably reintroduce Banjo in similar fashion in a smaller title that would be more Game Pass centric type of thing to at least test it out, see about the engagement, see how many people download it, play it, beat it, even if it's something that you can beat in 4 hours, just so it'll be like a test run type of thing, and then go more serious as far as a platformer after that. But I think looking on the horizon as far as like all of the platformers they have, I mean, we will probably have Crash here soon. We may even have Sonic here soon. You already have what's his name from Double Fine as far as
Yeah.
was it Raz?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
you have a lot of platformers. You could either do like crossover stuff or maybe a platformer extravaganza, like a not really a battle royale or anything like that, but have it where you take a lot of the IPs that are under the Microsoft umbrella and make a all-encompassing platformer just to see how it does, and whatever popular character comes from that, they get their next big break on their next sequel or whatever.
That'd be sick, like a Psychonauts X Banjo game, like their universes collide or something like that. That would be
Yeah.
pretty sick, actually. And I think like nostalgia is pretty much Nintendo's main asset. Like the reason why I feel like Zelda is even gonna be game of the year, besides it being a good game, right? I'm not saying it's not a good game, but it's going to be in the game of the year category because Zelda means a lot to a lot of people, in terms of that IP, and Mario means a lot to a lot of people. Metroid, that's something Nintendo is very good at, and that's something Xbox could benefit from, is bringing back some IP like that and having them stay and become like franchise.
So I looked at ukulele sales. Its last report was like 2.3 million I could find. So like even if you double that, is like 4.6 million enough for that game?
In
Look
Game
at,
Pass,
I wouldn't look at
probably.
ukulele. Look at
I
something
think,
like
but a
Spyro.
lot of
That's a brand new
ukulele.
IP.
But the thing is with ukulele, everyone went to it because the Banjo team and name was behind it.
Yeah, but how many people that just saw the game ukulele that
But-
don't follow gaming news had any fucking clue about that?
That's my thing, though. Like the people that would play Banjo would know about ukulele, so they're probably going to play it.
I think there's probably some gamers out there like, oh, Banjo, I kind of recognize that name and or whatever, and try it or whatever.
Kids were playing
Here's
it.
the thing: all that matters if it's a good fucking game. Like if it's a good platformer, I think there's a market for it. It just depends on how good the game is.
And also, you got to wonder: is Banjo going to be a platformer? Or do they evolve it like they did with
Psychonauts 2 did pretty well. I mean, it didn't like set the world on fire, but like it's a good platformer, and like Psychonauts 1 came out forever ago, so like there's still potential for games that have like to come back in
That's a
some
smart way
way.
to evolve it.
The parents that played Banjo will be, oh yeah, I remember Banjo, and kids will see their parents play it and they will play it, and then they tell their friends, and that kind of spreads, because Banjo would catch with the younger crowd. And Phil Spencer said that he wants to make more E-rated games, so something like a Banjo could have an audience if they keep to its roots. But if they totally try to change what Banjo is, then I don't see an audience. I think it's just rare saying that they don't want to fucking do a Banjo game. They just don't want
Rare.
to touch.
I mean,
their
understandably
IPs.
so. They don't really want to touch a lot of their old IP, and they were forced to make Connect games and stuff, and so now they're free now. They were like, I really want to just work on our old stuff. I want to make new things. Like,
Well, they just gotta focus and figure out what the fuck Everwild is, because we still haven't heard about it at the showcase.
Yeah. I don't think they don't know either. So
Hitman hit us with another $5 super chat, dude. Hitman, you're very generous. Appreciate you so much. It says, Sonic, Banjo, Spyro, Crash, Raz team up to take down the Lilith. Yeah, that would be amazing. A Diablo spinoff featuring a bunch of mascots. That'd be pretty epic. There needs to be more Diablo clones. I fucking love Diablo.
I love that type of game.
Chris Jones with $2. Appreciate you again. Chris says, imagine a Smash game if the Activision deal goes through. Well, they just had the Crash Rumble. Is that like a Smash style game?
I think it's more like a Mario Party type thing. You play mini games, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and now I'm actually a little bit interested in it.
It's not like a board though. I think you just play like mini games with like go up.
Oh, now
your
is it
friends
like
with.
Fusion Frenzy style? Maybe like S.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
kind of like those dumb mini games, but I don't know.
Okay, I have
Why you
to
gotta
go
call
watch
them
the
dumb?
trailer.
I like Fusion Frenzy.
No, I
Fusion
just
Frenzy
mean
is
like
dumb.
I don't think there's like a board where you like try to whoever gets the
Yeah.
end first and stuff like that. Like
Oh yeah.
You know, the best one
Um,
of those games that ever came out was on the original Xbox, and it was Shrek.
Burger King. Oh,
Shrek.
Shrek.
yeah,
There was a
Shrek.
Shrek
there was
had,
a
like,
Shrek
mini
one.
games.
That one was fucking awesome.
I like the Monsters Inc. dodgeball game. That game was sick.
Monsters Inc. Dodgeball.
Yep. It was hard too. Felt like I was playing a Souls game.
Interesting.
Look it up. It's freaking good. And like you can like basically have a dodgeball. You have to hit the other player like 3 times, but they have like special abilities and everything in it. And yeah, it's a good game.
So, in other news, guys, supposedly there's a rumor going around from an insider named Nweedle.
Weedle?
Nweedle.
Weedle or Weedle?
I don't know. This is from gizmoweek.com, and this article says, Insider Nweedle has done it again. This time he claims that a game studio in Spain has received the development kit for the next generation Switch console. Although
Yep.
Nweedle cannot reveal any more details due to a confidentiality agreement, his track record for accurate leaks suggests that this claim could be true. Nweedle previously leaked the title of Metroid Dread in May 2020, and this tweet on January 21st hinted that Mercury Steam would release a 2D Metroid game in 2025. This has led many to speculate that Mercury Steam may be the lucky studio that received the highly coveted development kit. According to Nweedle, the performance of the new console will not be stronger than Sony's PS4, which is consistent with the information revealed by Blizzard CEO Bobby
That's about
Kotick. Nintendo, however, has not revealed any specific information about the next generation Switch. So here's what I have to ask for you guys. I understand, being behind the times with Nintendo, and the Switch obviously now is fucking piece of trash. Sorry if you like it. It's just a shitty device. Anyway, the
Judge
Not according to the
would
judge,
disagree with
but-
you.
Yeah, the judge. the judge loved-
yeah,
It's
That's-
superior.
it's fantastic just because you can take it on a plane. So this new Switch being potentially less powerful than a PS4. Where does that sit with you guys?
thought it would be-
Expected.
I expected a
I
little
thought
bit
it
more
would
than that.
be like
Just a little bit.
PS4. Like I thought it would be in terms of power, at least be a PS4. Not even PS4 Pro. I was thinking maybe PS4. But
Yeah,
damn,
less than
Less
PS4
than
is
the
what
PS4.
worries me. So is that Xbox
I mean, what
One?
if it's like
Like power?
0.1% less? You know,
I mean, they
That's
still want to
okay.
just charge $400 for it. I mean, come on. Or no, 300. I'm sorry.
How okay, so compare that to let's see a ROG Ally or something. I understand it's way more expensive, right? But for a handheld device, right?
You're Nintendo, man. I just want them to be like you are basically and almost what were they? Basically number one in the console space in terms of like sales. I know they don't count according to the FTC, but they make a ton of money on the Switch. I just want them to be in a place where developers don't have to make their games look like salad in order for it to run
Salad?
on the Switch.
Here's the thing. I like Nintendo games, right? I really do. And I'm not when I criticize Nintendo, it's about the hardware device. So will they be able to have 1080p 60 frames games consistently on this thing?
yes.
That's all I care about, right?
I think that they're going to heavily rely on DLSS.
Okay. I the other thing is like I've said many times already. Now the other thing too, like you make a good point, like with updated chips and stuff like that might make that same power level go a lot further now, right? But I've said this many times. Last generation had games like Red Dead Redemption 2, you know what I mean? Like on a PS4 and a Xbox One, right? Like mind blowing games that were like fidelity wise fantastic and stuff like that. So if that's capable then, and I would rather have 60 frames and games have that level of fidelity than have increased fidelity now, like Final Fantasy 16 or Jedi Survivor, and have shitty performance, right? So like maybe that's good enough, right? And I think with the format of it, like maybe that's going to be sufficient, you know? So I don't want to criticize them too much, but like it is still like I was expecting them to like if it potentially like in line a little bit slightly more powerful than a PS4.
If they
or
can't
Xbox
make
One.
that thing for under $50, they ain't fucking making it. That's what they've
Under
been waiting
50
for.
bucks, you think?
I would think like this is because we talked about this before. I said if I was in Nvidia, since they are making the Nintendo consoles compared to AMD, which are pushing the Series X and PlayStation, I would go to Nintendo and be like, hey, we know AMD is making some pretty good consoles over there. We're gonna give you guys a discount and do some pretty dope technology for the Switch 2. I mean, that's just my speculation. I don't have any proof on that or anything, but that's what I would do being in this space. And the Switch just needs to,
Well, I don't think
I
NVIDIA really
mean,
cares because at the end of the day, the name or the recognition is going to go towards Nintendo anyway. So like
well,
even like because you don't think of like when you say like oh this Xbox game's great, you don't be like that's because you know it's an AMD chip. So like does it really matter?
in a way, I would think it matters. It matters to AMD. Why wouldn't it matter to Nvidia?
I just don't think that like consumers are going to like care.
It's
Like
not. I'm not talking about consumer.
yeah,
I'm talking more about like I don't know. In terms of like their business with Nintendo.
yeah.
Like I don't know. I know Nintendo does not care about graphics or something. I think I'm just in the realm where I want Nintendo to just look better. Like I want to play games on Nintendo. Like I just want to play on like a decent machine where devs don't have to sacrifice their tech in order for it to run on the Switch. Like I know you can make most games run on the Switch, but most of them look like a potato. So I just want for their future console to if it's PS4 or Xbox One, I'm fine. But if it's less, like a lot less, then what's the point of a Switch 2? Like I just want a big jump from the first Switch to Switch 2. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I
So
want.
you want 356p to 720p?
Yeah, I mean a big jump from 480p would be almost going to 900p. That's Xbox One, baby.
More than I want give me at least 1080, I guess. Like I feel like I'm just negotiating with terrorists, but I want
Whoa.
1080p to 4K. Cause Nintendo, look, they take your money. They are literally they give you
I mean,
cardboard.
fucking PlayStation 4 can't even do 1080. Let's do it 720 on a lot of games. What the fuck you want?
I know. It's just like I think the kid in me still loves Nintendo, but I'm in a different stage where I don't know. Let's just skip to tidbits.
Oh, you gotta give me a second.
Yeah, I'm giving them a second here. We are about to do tidbits. Again, everybody, thanks for watching FSP on this light gaming news week where we found out that we were all paid Xbox shills and none of us are real, and that we have all fat bank accounts and checks because of Xbox. It's amazing. Love it. Thanks all for watching. And if you do like the content here, hit the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. This is not going to be a very long tidbits section because I think there's only like 3 games releasing this week because it's a holiday week. It tends to happen a lot. There's probably about to be fireworks. Actually, we're already past firework time. I'm sure those have been happening for a while.
They've been happening the whole show.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna go as a family and watch some fireworks, and have some fun with that. But and cook some steak. Y'all doing anything fun for 4th of July tomorrow? You gonna go
Looking out the window?
You're gonna go to White Castle and celebrate tomorrow, Jasper?
No, they got some fireworks down by the river. I can go to the river. And
Oh, that's the most Kentucky sentence I've ever heard. They
Go by
got
the
some
river.
fireworks down by the river. Let's go out there and drink some of
I'll
our
my
bourbon and watch some fireworks down by the river. They got them fishing and stuff too. We can go fish and drink a bourbon, watch some fireworks there down by the White Castle there. Everybody.
No, this is capital city. We go by the Capitol, go down by the river, and just watch the fireworks.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, Louisville's got the greatest fireworks spot down
Actually,
Kentucky.
Louisville does have I think the biggest fireworks show in the state. So
Louisville's got the biggest fireworks there in all of Kentucky. Got the best chicken.
or it's either the state or the nation. I don't remember. It's like Louisville Down Under or some shit like that. I forgot.
We make
Something
the
like that.
best bats for baseball here in Kentucky. Everything's fan-fucking-tastic. Watch the fireworks.
Damn by. It's Louisville, and only people here know how to say it.
Louisville.
I'm in the van
Louisville.
down
Yeah,
by
Louisville.
the river.
Louisville.
Oh boy.
Got some fireworks down by the river.
Be careful
what we do.
there now, tomorrow now, Jasper, when you go to the river. Don't get too close to the water. Don't drink too much bourbon.
There, Yes, we're gonna go down by the red nest. I don't want to watch the theater on the 4th of July. There.
Do
I'm
what
not
now?
going down by the river, but you can go down by
Yeah,
the river.
he changed his mind now. He's like, "Screw this. I'm not going."
The sky's going boom tonight here in Kentucky. Okay, are we ready for tidbits?
Yeah, we've been ready.
Okay, I'm just wasting time.
We've
All
been
right.
ready before this whole fireworks shit even started.
Mm.
All right. Hey, everybody, we got one more section here called Tidbits. Let's look at the games coming out for the week.
Tittlebits.
It's, did you do the fancy intro? I missed it.
I just
You gotta join the
did.
activity.
Oh, now you did.
Yeah. I forget how to hide our little cams, our mini-me's. All right, what's this first game we got?
The Settlers' New Allies finally coming to consoles on July 4th. So in like 20 minutes.
I've
Nice.
been waiting for this. Game Pass?
No.
Fuck you!
What is it? Like, is it City Builder?
It's a RTS city builder type thing. It's the game that I was playing like in February on PC or whatever I got for free.
How did you like it then?
It was pretty shit.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Great. Looking forward to it.
What was
Saying
bad?
maybe a Ubisoft seller, Ubisoft Plus seller.
Yeah, it's probably an Ubisoft Plus.
Okay. Oh, this is a Ubisoft game.
Let's just say I would rather go down by the river.
Can you use your balls as
It's like
fishing
a
bait?
rip-off of Fable. What is going on here? Oh, Talo said the same thing. Looks like Fable. Does look like
It looks so real.
Fable.
I was gonna say it looks like Avowed.
Oh, so there's like battle and stuff?
Yeah, those are your units
Like
you make.
Clash
and
of
shit.
Clans.
So you build a city
Say
and kind of have
polish.
to defend it or whatever?
Yeah, and you send them out to attack their base. It's an RTS city builder mix, so you build
Okay.
units and build a city.
Oh, that logo.
Nice.
Is, no, that's not a good logo.
It's fucking Ubisoft.
Yep.
Yep.
Play now on Ubisoft Plus.
What's this next? What's this one here?
Glint or some shit. Yeah.
Most people lost
Glint?
hope after a few weeks.
Mhm.
They just stopped looking.
GYLT.
I like the style.
I'm not giving up.
Glit? Did you skip the N? Did you say glit?
Wait, did I?
Yeah.
It's
Glit?
It's
Guilt?
GYLT. Yeah.
GYLT? That's it? There's no N?
No.
That's a little too close, don't you think? Glit?
Emily,
Guilt?
don't be afraid.
Everybody check out this new game. It's called Glitterous.
Style's clean. What is this on?
just
this Game Pass?
well, it's on everything but Switch.
Oh, GYLT. Guilt.
Yeah.
I thought you said GLYT. Okay. This makes a lot more sense.
I was like, okay, I guess we're going with that.
I can't. I'm dyslexic
What?
apparently, and only verbally dyslexic.
18.
Legend of Heroes.
What is this one?
Oh, the fuck knows.
Flick the bean.
Falcon?
Oh, the Legion Reveille or something.
The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. Yeah.
Trails of Reverie.
What is it?
Gather your team. Point your sword. Hold out your hand and prepare for battle. Man, what a shitty week for releases. Oh my god.
Well, this was from what I see, what Andrew Reeves said, it was a Stadia exclusive.
This one?
Yeah.
This was a
Yeah.
Stadia?
This is a
No, I think the Guilt one was.
oh,
Stadia.
you know,
Oh,
the
Oh,
guilt.
Glit was
Guilt, yeah.
Glit.
Guilt. This one is what? This is a Trails game. Trials game. Or Trails.
Trials HD.
Tails. Sorry,
There's a
Tails.
motorbike right there.
Turn-based Tails. What is this releasing on, Jasper?
Ooh, the fucking PS4, PS5,
Friday.
Switch, PC.
An
Everything
Xbox?
but
An
Xbox.
No, no way.
Yeah, everything
wow.
but Xbox.
Damn, the
No, no,
FTC. The FTC did this. Who's the publisher?
Looks like a Square game.
NIS
Publisher?
America.
We'll find out at
Fam-
the end.
Falcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's the developer. The publisher is listed as NIS America.
Yeah.
Niz.
It looks just like Final Fantasy 16.
No, this is what people wish Final Fantasy played like.
This actually, I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks really good to me.
Well, it's a turn-based, it looks like.
Right.
It kind of
That's
reminds me
right.
of like Persona.
Yeah, I love that you can see the turns for your characters on the left side of the screen. You know.
And,
Yeah, it kind of looks like Pokemon.
Where one trail ends,
Trails into Reverie.
everything but.
the legend of heroes.
Come on.
Trails into reverie.
Maybe I'll cop that on PS5. Might happen.
Oh, did you get it again? You got the PS5 again?
Yeah, I've had it for a while.
He hadn't turned it on yet, though.
Turned
I
on
blew the dust off
a
of
couple
it.
times. Is that
There's
it?
nothing to play.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all the games this
Yeah,
week.
that's-
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wasn't
Wow.
there was like Bramble or something?
That was in Game Pass. That came out last week, though.
Yeah. Well,
Well.
is that the worst tidbits we've had?
Yeah,
That's one
probably.
of them.
That last game was okay.
Yeah.
Pretty had a nice logo.
I mean, there was what, like 3 games?
Mhm.
There would have been 2 if I didn't find that Settlers game.
So I mean, Settlers, I gotta admit, like it's appealing to me, except for you said it's garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty ass.
So like, would you rather play that or, like Anno 1800 or Frostpunk or?
Rather play all of those over this game.
Do you think it's just because you played an early version of it or something?
I think it's just because it's a Ubisoft game.
Well, Anno 1800 is a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This game's just ass.
Okay.
Is it like what kind of is it top down game? Like is it like
So,
resource building and
Yeah, you start in you have like a starting camp or whatever. You build some villagers, send them to get trees and wood, and then you build like a windmill. You build farms so you can get like flour and stuff, and build like goods, stuff like that. Then you build a barracks so you can start training some troops, and then you send them
This
to
is-
capture little other camps, and it's just.
Sounds
Yeah.
amazing to me so far. This is up my alley.
But it's not.
Okay.
seems like you're pitching the game.
Is there a demo or a
Sounds
trial?
There may be.
I don't like their logo though. They need to work on that.
When is that? When is the next big Ubisoft game coming out?
X-Defiant this summer.
That's free to play though. I'm talking about what pay for one, like Mirage, probably.
Assassin's Creed.
When's Prince of
And
Persia come out?
Yeah, and then that not Motor
Motor
Storm. What is
Fest.
that? Motor Fest? Or
Yeah,
something?
that's the one they were afraid to show on the screen.
and
at
then
the showcase.
Avatar is supposed to be this year too.
Oh yeah.
So this may be something I will try later on after a big game comes out, because I'll probably get Ubisoft Plus for like a period of time, right? And then do it then. But
That Star Wars game should be on there, right?
yeah,
Well, that would be next
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
but-
next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Or
to
the
that.
year after. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll probably get delayed.
Boss Mods, it says ass cheeks. Yeah, sorry for Tidbits. There was a lack of good games this week. It's okay.
Sweet game.
I appreciate everybody here watching again. You guys all rock. Thank you for tuning in to the show. And I want to get everybody out of here. Thanks for all the support as well. You guys rock and make this a blast. Sorry for the light news week as well. There's not a lot of topics, so we kind of rambled on and had some fun. But hey, Psycho, where can everybody find you, bro?
Thanks for coming out, everybody. It was a pleasure. Again, like as Mev said, sorry for the light news week, but there was so much going on last week that I think everyone wanted to take a break. But you can find me. Well, I don't know about social media on Twitter anymore. We'll see. They're paywalling things and limiting you to 600 fucking
It's 1,000.
posts
man.
if you pay for it.
No, he upped it to 1,000 the same day. People were bitching about the 600. He upped it to 1,000.
Oh, thanks, Elon. So yeah, possibly see my tweets and whatnot on Twitter. But yeah, find me everywhere on Mondays, FSP, 10 o'clock, and especially on Fridays. Xbox Ultimate, great freaking time. Tell a friend, and let your mom know. Come on by. We'll have a great time.
Absolutely. Thanks, Psycho. Thanks for everybody letting their moms know. That's gonna be awesome when we have flooded by moms. They're like, "What is this that my son told me about? This FSP? What is it?"
I think we'll lose more people because their moms will be blocking their son's account.
Yeah,
for
probably.
watching.
I think our
Did
average.
he just say hairy balls?
I think our average audience is like 40.
Oh yeah.
So we get a bunch of like 70-year-old mothers. Fuzzy,
Ma, make me some hot pockets.
where can everybody find you, Fuzz?
Oh man, this was awesome being on here tonight. Bunch of laughs, man. It was so great to be back doing this. But man, for those that want to hear my endless rambles or rants on anything gaming, hopefully I don't put you over the limit. But you can find me on Twitter at fuzzy_Belvedere. You can also find me on Breakfast with Boom, 10 a.m. Friday morning on Double Barrel Gaming, and then right back here for Xbox Ultimate at 10 p.m. Friday night. Look forward to seeing you here.
Right on, Fuzz. Appreciate it. 3-bit. What about you, sir?
Yeah, great show, y'all. It's a fun laughs. On Monday here, I'm on this show. Wednesdays, I will be doing either Ask 3-bit or if there's multiple guests, it'll be like a VGHD show. Mav was on there last week. It was pretty fun. We just had a talk about the FTC stuff, and we kind of just went into detail on that. So go check out that show. And yeah, I just pop in when I can on Fridays for Xbox Ultimate. So for most of my animation stuff, I'm starting to post a lot more of my animations and
At least he's not barking this time.
yeah. My game design stuff, I'm starting to post a little bit more of my work. Usually I just animate or work on video game stuff and then no one gets to see it. It just kind of hides on my computer. So I'm trying to post a little bit more stuff. So just keep on the lookout on my Twitter at i3bit. Love y'all. Everybody who's in here. Hitman especially. Wow. You rock for giving out 1 million memberships. So anyways, bye y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah, 1 million.
Thanks, 3-bit. Jasper, besides going to the
Down
river,
to the.
suck it.
I was going to make that joke. Why do you have to, when you talk like that, you like move your lips?
Because I'm drunk on bourbon, and this is just what happens to my face. I don't know. River.
Yeah, besides the river, you can go down there. Yo, check it out. Lord Jasper Twitter, Monday, Friday, 10 o'clock, right here, Fun Speculation Network for FSP and Xbox Ultimate. I think I said that. I don't know. But yeah, I think
You
I
live
don't
in
know.
Missouri?
No.
Oh,
What?
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 Kentucky. Huh?
Kentucky.
You know there's rivers in more than just Missouri.
No, because you went yo.
Yeah.
So
And that's Missouri?
yeah.
I'm so fucking confused right now, man. What the hell?
What's going on?
Hey, remember,
Where can we
Psycho.
find you, ma'am?
Remember, Psycho. Next time somebody asks you if you want to take a hit of that, just say no, please.
No, I'd say make it a double.
Anyway. All right. Did you finish your outro, Jasper?
I don't fucking
I
know.
don't know.
I just gave up after.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in again. I appreciate you. Yeah, you can catch us on Friday at Xbox Ultimate Podcast, but also on Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Will be our next live show for PM in the PM. Punk Soul and I will be having a blast talking about all things FTC probably again, because that'll maybe be the night before we might actually find out a decision. That'd be interesting. So come check us out, and thank you. You guys rock. Have a great night. Peace out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.